Hello guys, welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls 2 with me, Crudeless. How are you guys doing today? In the last episode we went through this entire Sanctum of Shulva in this Sanctum Shulva Sanctum City, and we came down here to this bonfire that I showed you in the previous episode, and there are some hideous monsters over here, and now I'm going to show you how to find all the items in this area and deal with these guys. And then we are going up, or back up, and we are going to defeat some bosses, well, the remaining bosses of this DLC. There are three different bosses in this area, and these guys, you want to hit them in their legs. A tip I have is just basically not lock onto them, and they will have some trouble hitting you. They will do a jump, and they will do some stomps as well, and they'll do a lot of damage if you aren't careful. If you hit their head, I don't think they'll take as much damage. If you hit their legs, they'll be down in a jiffy, and you can farm these guys for petrified dragon bones. Really, really useful. But it takes a while to farm all of these guys, so I think I'll just go around and pick up these items. Soul of a Great Hero. There are lots of items down here, but you gotta be careful with pulling them. I guess we could take on one more. Just try not to pull more of them, more than one at a time. That's my advice to you, because they will do a lot of damage. Not sure if these are like spawns of Shulva or spawn of sin. I'm sorry, or what they are. Maybe they are remnants of the ancient dragons. Maybe they are something that was thrown down into the pit in Majula. Well, I don't really know. They do seem like they have some sort of resemblance of dragons though, so there might be a link there. They do give a lot of souls. That's pretty nice. I don't think there are any more items here, no? There is one over there, and there is one here. Human effigy. So this is a really nice way to farm petrified dragon bone if you don't really have all it takes to upgrade your favorite weapons. Yeah. You can also run underneath them, as you can see. Yeah. Come here, Mr. Dragon Feet. I don't got the time for your sheet. That was a really bad wording. Ooh, that was really bad of you. As you can see, I'm pretty much wasting these life gems now. Don't really care about these. Oh, lots of dragon bones. I'm not sure how many do we have now. We have a lot of them. 14. That's pretty much after we've defeated after we defeated my crit black sword. But after we buffed the crit black sword up to full, we could try to upgrade another weapon as well, just to try it out for some bosses if you wanted to. And these guys will scream when they aggro you, so you gotta be careful. They will charge you like this. Yeah. Come on. It did take a while to kill though, since my stamina regen isn't like up to shape. To be honest, it's pretty low. I need more endurance, or more endurance. I need more endurance. It's pretty shitty. We're only at 20, I believe. Yeah, 25. So it's getting there. I know I said I didn't want to defeat all these guys, but yeah, let's just clear them out. I mean, yeah, let's just do that. Ooh-ah. Ah, come on, that was a stab. That was not good. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the last episode. We got through a lot of the most difficult stuff without really dying too much. So that was fun. I really, the times I practiced this, the first time I practiced this place, I died so many times during the original area that it was ridiculous. I mean, falling down like from stupid ledges and stuff, trying to make jumps, and I'm pretty satisfied with how this went down. So now there isn't really any more difficult things in this area, I believe. You want to be careful so you don't run out across this ledge here, so you'll die. You want to make your way over here to this giant rock. And there is some more stuff over there. We'll go there eventually. But here you need one of the items. You need the one that we got inside after hitting the little secret doorway. We got the Eternal Sanctum key, but that's not the one we want. We want the Dragon Stone, a strong stone that operates the Sanctum contraption. As you can see, there is a similarity to these two. So let's touch this thing. Use the Dragon Stone. And yeah, it's pretty obvious what this does. It gets us the bridge to the main sanctum. And really, the main sanctum is pretty short. And it's a pretty easy area as well. So, We'll head there last. We'll save the last boss to the end of this video. I think I'll be able to take care of the rest of the bosses of this area in just one video. I think I'll be able to do that. So here's the elevator from the top bonfire. We'll be taking that one. We just gotta check one thing out here first. I think there's just an item here, simply. Just a single item waiting for us. The Drake Blood Great Sword. It'll give us some insight into what's going on inside the big temple. The Drake Blood Great Sword. Pretty nice sword. A scaling in dexterity. Great sword wielded by the Drake Blood Knights, led by the Honorable Sir Jorg. The insignia chiseled upon its hilt symbolizes dragon's blood. To the Drake Blood Knights, fresh dragon blood was sacrosanct. They believed that by obtaining it, they could achieve a true understanding of life, transcending their own banal existence. So, Sir Jorg invaded this place. And he tried to defeat the dragon with his Drake Blood Knights because he wanted dragon's blood, because he believed that it would make him, well, ascend, basically. He will transcend his regular corporeal form into some sort of greatness. So that's what the Drake Blood Knights were here for. And we'll see what happened with Sir Jorg after we've gotten a bit further in, and what happened to the Drake Blood Knights. Because the warriors we've been fighting currently, they are the Sanctum guards, and they've been guarding this place for a while. So here we have the path over to this temple. But we can, I think we can activate this elevator as well. Yeah, we can. So now we'll be back at the top at the place we entered this whole area. So yeah, pretty nice. Yeah, of course the Drake Blood Knights woke the dragon. It had been sleeping for ages, with these Shulvians and the Sunken King defending the kingdom and building this kingdom around the Slumbering dragon. And then the Drake Blood Knights awoke the dragon, and its ire is quite ferocious, and we'll see that eventually. As you can see, it was pretty angry when we got here. But right now we want to make our way back to Majula. No, we don't go back to Majula. We're gonna go back to, as you can see, we have the Dragon Sanctum. There's one bonfire there that we don't have yet, the Sanctum Walk, interesting. And there's one here that we also don't have yet. Okay, and there's one bonfire there at the end as well. So let's go to the Tower of Prayer now. This is the second bonfire down at the top of the building over there with the poison archers. Because we are going to use the key we got in the temple. Where is it? Hello? The blue key, the Eternal Sanctum key. We're going to use that now to unlock the bonfire over there. Up there. Because there's a boss fight inside this huge cavern here. Okay, so let's make our way over on that side. That was almost a mistake there. Now I'm just going to run. Oh, that was the first ridiculous death of the DLC. Wow. I was miserable. Oh well. Well, it was the second one. Yeah, I died from the jump. Yeah, I died from the jump. I forgot, guys. Sorry. Oh well. So we are hollow now. Yeah, I'm a zombie. I want to be hollowed. I want to be alive. I want to be me. I'm wearing the silver cat ring still. I find it quite useful in this area, to be honest. I'll have to remember to unequip that thing later on, though. So, now I probably should defeat these guys before they get too close. Really, let's take care of this guy. And this guy as well. Come on. A couple of times. Shot him a couple of times with this thing, and oh yeah, there we go. Don't really think about wasting stuff now because we will have an opportunity to rest at the bonfire pretty soon. So these guys, yeah, you could just roll through those attacks there. They were too close to each other though, so we couldn't get past them. But yeah, you want to pull them back here, and they won't really pose a threat to you. Come on. I'll try to do a jump attack once he's done with his attacks. There we go. And the other one. There we go. They usually open up their, like, open themselves up for an attack if you do the jump attack, because they can't really expect that thing to happen. So their AI is a little bit shit. So now we opened the similar door to this one in a previous episode. And let's open this one now with the Sanctum key. Ooh. Let's see what's behind here. Ah, this one. This girl was singing. And there is another one as well to the left. So be careful about these guys, or these choir women. I guess they're not choir women though, but they are the singers. The singers of the lullaby of Sin the dragon, the slumbering dragon. Got some dried root. The good stuff is up there, up the ladder there. So that's where we're going. Here we get some dried, a lot of dried roots in here. I wonder if there is some sort of significance to that, but let's take a look at the rest of this stuff first. Dried root. Huh. I wonder if there is a point to this thing. There are like how many dried roots do we have now? Lightning clutch ring. Wow, that's nice. And what's in here? Bonfire aesthetic ×2. So we have like 17 of these. Restores HP for a long period. Really nice. We're gonna use those maybe later on. And we got the ring, the lightning clutch ring. So we have the lightning resistance ring, the thunder quartz ring, I mean, and we also have this lightning clutch ring. So we have the sorcery clutch ring and the lightning clutch ring. So the only one we don't have is the dark clutch ring, and the fire one, of course. If there is a fire. Ring depicting a hand grasping a stone, increasing lightning attack but reduces physical defense. The origin of this ring is unknown, but its design suggests one of the darker deities. Effective use of this ring requires skill of the part of its wearer. So this one will give you more attack, but it will lower your physical defense by about 80. Really nice if you're going for like a faith build to wield that ring to increase your damage. Really nice. I think it's about 20% increase of damage or 10% or something like that. So it might make a big difference if you're min-maxing your character. Now we'll be at the top of this temple here. Top of the temple. I forgot about this place. There are tons of these annoying noises. There we go. This guy. But as you can see, that's the bridge over to the bonfire. I'm just gonna go over there and activate that one. And yeah, as you can see, that's the start, and this is the huge temple, and we get invaded by Rock Shield Baldir. Baldir Knight? Baldir? I wonder. Let's clear out these guys first before he stabs us in the back, though. So he has a shield and a big-ass polearm. How should we deal with him? Jump attack, or slam attack. He will block your heals, so you won't be able to use your SS Flask. He uses a Lloyd Talisman. There we go. Let's try that one more time. That was nice. And there we go. One more hit should do it. Let's try a Dark Orb, or let's not do it. Let's try a jump attack. Come on, don't stagger me. There we go. So you gotta be aware of that. The Rock Shield Baldir. I always forget the mob invasions, the NPC invasions in this place. Human effigy. Oh, man, this place. This place. It can be quite difficult. There really is a lot of shit down there in this cave here, and the boss is. The boss is really easy if you're lucky. It's one of those bosses that require you to have a bit of luck with your enemy pathing, and it requires skill, of course, but it requires you to be a bit lucky with the enemy aggro, and it requires you to be aware of your surroundings. It's really reminiscent of the fight with, if you played Bloodborne, it's really reminiscent of the Shadows of Yharnam fight. And here, ooh, at the top of the temple, what is here? The Sanctum Shield. Oh yes, the Sanctum Shield. Let's take a look at this thing. So it looks have quite a cool design. A shield with a curious design, one of the treasures of the Sunken King. A mixture of mystical tree branch and sacred chime iron allows this shield to serve as a catalyst for miracles and sorceries. Most of the miracles and sorceries created in the Sanctum City were lost, but the quality of their armor and shields suggests highly advanced craftsmanship. So this shield has an 85% block physical, but it allows you to cast both hexes, both miracles and sorceries, but not hexes. So that's what you get. Let's light these torches just for fun. For funsies, just to make it look nicer. Light the bonfires on the top of the temple. Mark our spot on this place. So down far below us is the Slumbering Dragon. I don't think there is anything else up here. Nope. You can't jump over these, by the way. You can't do anything with them, really. Yeah. Nope. So let's use an aged feather and make our way back to the bonfire, because now we're going to tackle the cave. The cave of destruction. And the cave has a lot of these petrification thingies that shoot stuff at you. I was a really thorough explanation there, Crudeless. Really well done. But there are these statues that we've seen throughout the game that spits poison at you. Well, this time, well, they spit more stuff at you. Yeah. They spit petrification dust or some stuff like that. So in here, this is the Cave of the Dead, and this looks fairly similar to to the place we fought the Smelter Demon. Interestingly enough. So we can light some bonfires here. I don't really know what purpose that serves. I don't think it really does serve a purpose at all. There are lots of these enemies here. Let's try to get them down before, so we can explore the cave. Ah! Let's not die. Come on. I want to waste my Estus flasks. I want to waste my life gems instead. Oh, I should probably not make myself like stuck in here in this dead end here. Yeah, we have... these guys have such a huge amount of health. Another one-handed attack though. Come on. So yeah, this cave is quite hard. These... when did these enemies get so much more difficult than the other ones? Is it just me, or are they harder? Huh, I wonder. Oh well. Let's try to get these guys down as well. Oh, did you see that, guys? When you switch in the middle of an animation with the targeting, then they are basically super weak to your attacks. I'm gonna use my my flame butterfly now, just for the sake of lighting this place up for you guys. If you're watching on mobile, for example, then it's nice to have some light in here. Well, let's light it up. There we go. I guess we could have lit the torch up there, but oh well. So as you can see, these guys will basically petrify you. So if you get hit by that too many times, then you will die. Down here, yeah, this is another cave filled with these guys, walking tortoise. Yeah, fairly annoying. These poison guys as well, really annoying. But these guys regularly. I'm not sure what happened with the other guys. I guess it just didn't hit them quite right. There are tons of these poison like statues and all this shit down here. There are some nice items though. Just want to avoid the statues and you'll be fine, to be honest. What happened there? What hit me? Oh, the archer. Of course the archer hit me. Ah. Retaliate! Retaliate! There we go. Smacked him in the face and jump attack. Come on. Yeah, the petrification down here really isn't a problem when you have a lot of resistance. The only problem is that these guys take a lot of time to kill if you're in a cramped space like this. And the boss as well is quite difficult to take on if you don't save up your healing stuff. But luckily, it's really easy to run to the next boss, so you can just run through this area. I'm just clearing it out now to show you guys the items and stuff like that. Usually I just run through because there was a lot of just empty rooms and shit down here. Here we have bonfire aesthetic ×3. Don't really need those anymore. Torch. Just make sure you don't get like too many hits with the nothing up here. I don't think there is. No, there is not anything here. There is a guy though. Hello. What have you been doing? Missed. Their range is quite long. Their range is quite long. Man, we got the Sanctum Soldier set. That's nice. So the Sanctum Soldier gauntlets. Gauntlets of the Sanctum Soldiers improve effect of poison weapons. That's pretty nice. These gauntlets are corroded by the poison of the Slumbering dragon, making it difficult to discern their original shape. So it'll increase your poison damage. Really nice. And this is the path we're going to take, but I know there is an item that we have missed previously. There is let's hope this guy doesn't block my path. No, he does not. There was a chest here that we hadn't looted yet. This one. Let's see what is inside. Petrified something. Of course there's something petrified down here. Something petrified. I think that was all of it. Oh, I got petrified there. Yeah, now you can see the petrification death though. That looks kind of cool. Now I'm going to show you the run through of this place. Just running through. I'm going to remove my silver cat ring as well and put on a better ring. I also think I'm wearing the poison knuckle ring, which I really don't need right now. These two, I'm going to remove them and put on physical resistance and life, basically, so we have some more health. And the next boss will be using physical attacks. Let's make our way down. Let's make our way down into the Sanctum Cave. There will be stuff down here for us to kill and slay. I should probably have used the human effigy and then healed myself up a bit. Yeah, that's a good idea. I don't really care about my souls or anything like that anymore. Really, we are at soul level 174, I believe. So usually just run down here and to the right, and that's the entire area pretty much skipped in like 1 second, so not a big deal. So that's that area done. Now we're in this next one. And there will be a huge giant, like one of these creatures we saw in one of the creatures we saw in the Black Gulch will be here. One of the giant snake larva thingies. He's coming out of that hole right here. Oh, let's clear these guys out though before I'm gonna show you that all good stuff. Come on, do the attack. There we go. Thank you. And yeah, you can take care of these. I'm gonna do that just for the sake of having some space because we don't want to fight the huge larva head on. You can hear it in the background there. He's not doing too much of he's not being too much of an issue, to be honest. But he will hit you pretty hard if you don't avoid him. I don't think, he can't hit the other ones, unfortunately, but let's just keep shooting here. And there he is, or there the other guy is. Hello. I'm gonna try to get rid of these guys. I really hate this area right here. It's really easy to run through, but since I'm gonna show you guys this, like slowly, and taking my time, then it's just gonna take a while to clear this area out. I don't really want to waste my Estus Flask, but really, we don't really need the Estus Flask too much on the boss. The boss fight will go by pretty quickly. Either I will die quickly or I will succeed pretty quickly. That's good to know. So let's proceed over here. And let's just keep blasting this guy with dark orbs. Can't really do anything to you if you stay at range, so just stay away from him and you'll be fine. Bonfire there, and there's really nothing in here either. There is one interesting statue over here, I believe, in here. This thing will petrify you. This giant saint, as you can see. Maybe it had something to do with the saint of Alva. Well, the saint that Alva was looking for. But now you want to buff up your weapon. You'll be ready for a fight versus 3 enemies. This is like a PvP fight, so be ready for a gank. So we have a couple of 3 grave robbers here. We have Havel, basically. We have the old explorer, Sarah. We have the ancient soldier Varg, and we have the afflicted grave robber. So we have one in Alva's armor here. We have one in Havel's armor, and we have one in the archer armor. So I usually take care of this guy first. The one in the Alva armor. Make sure you don't get backstabbed. That's the most difficult part about this, especially being hit by Havel in the back is really dangerous. So yeah, that's one down. I usually just take care of Havel now. Well, I'm calling it Havel because it's using Havel's set, but really, his name is Varg. Oh. Interestingly enough, Varg, basically in Norwegian, it could mean, or in Swedish too, I guess. It can mean wolf. In Swedish it means wolf. In Norwegian it can mean wolf. Basically, our languages are fairly similar. So I'm trying to get a backstab in this guy, even though we don't really need it. We could just go hit him like this, or do a jump attack. Yeah, when it does the two-handed swing, That one is a lot easier to dodge. And it's easier to hit him as well. Ah, as you can see, the great arrows though, really, really stun locking me. Huh. But yeah, we're gonna take the archer last. Ah, come on. Yeah, this guy, super angry. Oh my god, that was too close. That was too close. I'm just gonna run away and heal. If he doesn't get me. Just abuse this ledge here and run around this because their pathing isn't too good, as I said. That's why make this boss fight a little boring, to be honest. I'm just gonna use a life gem just to save this, and let's get rid of this guy once and for all. Come on. There we go. Wielding the freaking dragon tooth, you should have a little slower like animation times than me. Yeah. Getting some hits in. This old explorer here, not that much of an issue. You could get this one earlier on as well, but yeah, I usually do them in this order here. Don't think there are anything of importance down here. There are a couple of shit items. We get some twinkling titanite and stuff. And the path, if you fall down here, I'm just gonna show you guys. If you fall down, you can go underneath this cave, and there is an exit. Not here, but next to the second bridge here, there is an exit up, so you don't get stuck if you fall down. Okay, so that's pretty much it. And if you fall down here, there's a path up over there. So that's the old explorers boss fight. Not really much of a boss fight, to be honest, but yeah. And in here, get some blackweed ball. We see the tower we climbed up in previously, and we got some treasure. Flower skirt. Why is this here? Skirt of a nameless troubadour. Highly durable despite its appearance. While troubadours can get by on their own through willy use of their arts for the most part, they might still require a generous patron. The stunning arrangement of layered flowers on this skirt is designed to capture the attention of a candidate for the position. To capture the attention of a patron. So it's basically a form of seduction. I'm looking pretty seductive right now. I look pretty ferocious with that one on. So probably someone has been seducing someone in this area. I wonder why. If you remember this Soul of Nadalia, in the act of dancing, the Bride of Ash was transfigured as smoke. The wondrous soul enticing people to her residence. Basically, she enticed people by dancing. Seems kind of similar to what's been described on this troubadour's blossoming skirt, huh? Enticing people, seducing a patron. Yeah, don't fall down there. Oh my god, I was too close. As you can see, we are above the bridge with those two guys now. We are below the bonfire. And in here, there is a treasure. Dark Greatsword. This is not a weapon, this is a spell. It works similar to the magic solar greatsword here, but it's a dark one. We could be using this one. Of course, 55 intelligence. Really? That's a lot. Hex adapted from the ancient sorcery. Brandish dark like a sword. By its nature, dark is normally tranquil, but this hex releases a focused blade of dark in an uncharacteristic flash of brilliance. Really strong spell, I believe. I haven't really been using that one too much because it requires so much intelligence for a faith build that is quite unrealistic, to be honest. Could Skeptic spice it down to 50 though, but we'll see. I believe there is an item down here. Maybe we got that one. I wonder. Oh, we could jump down here. Ah, that's how I got there. Got out of this place. And let's take the elevator up. Back to the bonfire. So we haven't really shown you this elevator, but we activated that one. Back up at the bonfire. Yeah, now it's time to tackle the main tower, main sanctum of this place. Now, this video is going to be quite long because we are going to finish this entire DLC. Well, there isn't really much to do. There are a couple of bosses, and they will be really cool. One thing you want to do before you go down into the boss rooms, though, is you want to bring a poison moss. You want to bring some stuff for fire resistance. And you want to bring lots of repair powders. May sound weird. Trust me, bring repair powders. Oh yes, bring repair powders. So let's go back to Majula though. Let's level up and spend our souls. I think I'm gonna put some more points into endurance, to be honest. We deal enough damage as there is, or as it is. Let's talk to our mistress here, the Emerald Herald. So endurance, that's 3 levels. That's pretty nice. Getting some more of that good stuff. Okay, let's go back to... we should probably choose the first bonfire at the Sanctum Walk for this. Okay, so from here we are going to take the elevator here down to the entrance with the bridge we just raised. Oh yes, that's gonna be fun. These couple of bosses here are quite fun, the upcoming ones. The last time I did this, it only took a couple of tries. Let's see how good I am this time. The last fight can be quite hard depending on how lucky you are. But yeah, second level layer here, second level. We're gonna take this path up. This looks pretty amazing, right, guys? We've been at the top, now we're going into the middle. The middle of the big dragon sanctum. You can hear some singing here. You want to be careful with the drops here. I'm gonna equip my good old Silvercat ring once more. Here it is. You don't really have to make the jump there. You can just go with like a walk. This place here requires a lot of platforming, which is not my favorite. Part of Souls games. You know how good I am at platforming in Souls games when you look at my Enerlondo video. Gee, that was terrible. Christ. But here you want to jump down, and there will be one of these guys. He is a Drake Blood Warrior, and they can be quite strong. They do fat roll though, so they are quite slow with the rollings. What? I didn't realize I would get another hit there, but I guess I have some more endurance now, so... Yeah, taking care of these guys. Don't really care about using my SS flasks. I think we could get this thing to move. We gotta make it move all the way around though. And there will be an archer, or a couple of archers here. The Sanctum... Oh, I guess lots of these guys instead, huh? Come on, let's hit one of them at least. Yeah, we got one. Twinkling Tide Night Faint Stone. Really nice. As you can see, all of this loot is gone. Yeah, the Drake Blood Warriors, they have been taking all of this good stuff. That loot was mine. It was supposed to be mine. And to get out of here, you need to go through this thing while it's moving. So you gotta hit this and then go through while it's moving. Really dumb. Yeah. Totally useless. Nothing here. I just wanted to show you guys that so you don't have to do it yourself. So one more hit should do it, right guys? One more? There we go. Or is it two? Yeah, there is two. 1, 2. 1, 2. Cannot count. There we go. Now it's... Oh, it's how it's supposed to be, I guess. So to proceed down here, we need to go down to the bottom there. That's the boss room. But we can't just jump from here, jump down. We gotta go through some different passages or different ledges, I guess. So first of all, you could jump over to that one, or you could just roll down here. It's a lot easier. And here, we could follow the staircase around. It's pretty easy to miss, though. Oh, oh, oh! That was too close. My God. I think no, that was not the way you're supposed to go. That was not the way you're supposed to go. You're supposed to jump across this path here, or you could just roll, I guess. Oh, don't really have to roll at all. Here is the little trick you want to be aware of. So you want to make your way down here, and you want to touch the wall. I believe this is the place. Oh, it's not here. It's not here. It just looks really similar. Okay. Another Drake Blood Knight. I'm gonna use my spells on this guy. See how that goes. Spell cast. That's how you deal with those guys. They can drop their armor, I believe, and they have some really cool armor as well. And there will be a bonfire in here. You remember that we've missed one bonfire in the Dragon's Sanctum? Well, yeah, it is in here. It's well hidden though, so you want to be watching carefully so you're aware of where it is. I believe it's over here. Maybe. There it is. That's easy to find, right? Well, no, not at all. So yeah, this is where you want to rest before the first boss fight. Really obscure place to hide a bonfire, to be honest. Like, really not obvious at all, but it'll help you out a lot if you are aware of that place. Let's fight some more of these Drake Blood Knights. You can really skip these guys regularly. I usually do. You can just run to the bonfire. But I was hoping for a couple of drops from them, so we get some lore, but I'm not sure if we will get that. Hello, second one. Doing some nice roll style. Stagger bonus, baby. So the thing that makes these guys hard is that they hit pretty hard. But they are fast rolling, so it really easy to hit after they get back up. So you want to make them roll, then you want to hit them in their backs. Or face, like this. So right now I'm using my life gems to conserve my Estus flasks for the boss, if you can tell. And here there is another room with empty chests. These Drake Blood warriors been taking everything. Here we get the Drake Blood set. They don't drop it, they leave it here. Black armor of the Drake Blood Knights, who came from a land long forgotten. The Drake Blood Knights, who worshipped the blood of dragons, were led by Sir Jorg in a siege of the Eternal Sanctum, but sunk into the sanctum when the slumbering dragon awoke. The red cloth wrapped around their back armor represents the sacred blood of dragons. Looks kind of cool though with the cloak there. I really like the design of this armor. So I think, yeah, all of them had the same description, I believe. Yeah. So they tried to kill the dragon to get the blood, but they were trapped down here when the dragon awoke. So really basic story to this area, to be honest, but it gets a bit deeper with the singing here, and well, not with the singing, but with the skirt we found previously. At least I believe the skirt is related to this. Almost down there now. I believe we can make the jump across there, but I think there is another way that is intentioned for us to proceed here. So just looking around to find that path. I usually, from the bonfire is up here. I usually make the jump on the opposite side here, I believe. I usually do. Sounds like I do this all day, but I really don't. I think it's a lot easier if we jump from here, to be honest, and down. Yeah, here we are supposed to jump down. Makes it a lot easier. And then we can proceed down these stairs down here. That's a lot easier than jumping from here to there. So there you go. And then one more down. Almost down to the bottom. You want to bring your silver cat ring or your pants from the jester set or something like that to minimize falling damage. Now we're back down at the bottom. You can hear some singing, and I believe there is a summon sign here. Yes, there is. Who's this? Benhart! I missed you, pal. I'm not gonna use you this time, though. Been a long while since we've met Benhart now. In the memory of Oro. Maybe Oro? I can't remember. But let's see who is singing. Maybe there is a bard who is singing to appease the dragon. Steelheart Ellie. No, let's not summon her. Maybe the bard is singing to us. Let's go inside. And here, my friends, we have the queen. Well, the squalid queen. This is Elana. And she looks kind of terrifying. She's kind of an adept with magic. And she uses this cane that deals a lot of damage as well. But she was the one who told the king, the old Sunken king, not the old Sunken king, but the Sunken king, to appease the dragon. Oh, let's get away from that thing. Oh, that was too close. She's wielding dark magic, and she's wielding a fire magic. They are linked. And she will also summon some monsters. I think now she summons the skeleton warriors. You can attack them before they come back up, to be honest. So you'll have an easier time. Be sure to prioritize these guys if they spawn. because they will deal a lot of damage to you, and she will do as well if you're not careful. So currently we've seen both the old Iron King and we've seen apparently the Sunken King as well being oh, that was not good. You want to dodge those attacks. Being afflicted by some sort of dark mistress. We remembered the Ashen Idols and the dancing, and this queen here as well tempted the Sunken King to build this temple here on top of this dragon. But why? Why does she seek power like the dragon? Let's try to hit her with dark spells. I believe she has quite a high defense against darkness, so I guess that's what makes her a bit harder for us. Yeah, that's Alana, the Squalid Queen. Not really a difficult boss, to be honest. But now the fun begins. Soul of Alana, the Squalid Queen. And down here, human effigy. She can also... Oh, this is pretty cool, guys. Take a look at this. Small path opens for us. Huh. But yeah, she can also summon Velstadt, a clone of Velstadt, and that makes the fight considerably harder. But the same way that the soul of Nadalia is big and dark, the soul of Alana is also big and dark. Soul of Alana, the Squalid Queen, who rests beside the slumbering dragon of the eternal sanctum. This child of dark accompanies the dragon, slowly amassing souls in anticipation of the coming day of vengeance. The wondrous soul of this augur of wrath, or Wrath, I believe, can be used to acquire numerous souls. So they have the Augur of Wrath and the Augur of Solitude. A Child of Dark, the Bride of Ash. Child of the Dark. We know another king who had a similar queen, Vendrick. The queen told him to. Why did Vendrick flee from the queen? We'll explore that a bit more after we've done all the DLCs though, but we've seen another one of these temptresses, the temptress queens, approaching the kings and... in this case, the dragon. So right now before the fight starts, I'm going to equip my fire resistance ring, and I'm also going to equip my the spelling ring +1, so we have some fire resistance, because this guy, as you can see over there, he's sleeping. We know Sin can be quite a big guy. You see the spear in his back? That's what York did to him. The old, the previous guy who tried to fight this guy. And if you couldn't tell, if you take a look down at my weapon, you can see that it has deteriorated by a lot just from the one hit I did to the boss. Oh. That's because the boss deals basically these... oh, I want to run freaking away from that thing. I forgot it has the toxic resistance thing. That's why you want to bring the poison moss. Can I just explain the boss tactics, please, before you poison me with the toxic waste? I guess not. Yeah, he's fairly aggressive, but I want to just talk to you guys about the strategy against this guy. So he will do the poison mist thing, the poison fire, and he will deal basically he'll deal durability damage to your weapon when you hit him in the stomach. So you want to be careful and bring repair powders. You also want to bring poison mosses, toxic resistance as well. So yeah, this time I'm going to enchant my weapon, and then we're going to have a good old time. Good old time. Oh, I guess I couldn't use the human effigy there. I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to use this one. The boss fight in itself, really, it depends on what moves he does. That's all makes this thing fight hard. If you can make him do just his melee attacks, then he won't really pose a threat to you at all. He will start to fight off by flying up into the air, I believe, and do the fire breath, which could be quite dangerous. Oh, he do the slam first, though. So yeah, you want to hit his hind legs. The fight is kind of similar to the fight with Kalamit. That's kind of cool. So just stay underneath him, and he'll fly off. I think you can use the pillars for safety. Just bait that attack, hit his freaking head or his body. Try to avoid that shit. He'll do a couple of attacks, and then he's open for an attack afterwards. So. Then I will do the fire breath. Just run away from that thing and you'll be fine. And he will do the slam afterwards, so you gotta be careful. Run to the side. Ah! Come on. Luckily his claws are quite short. Or his arms. And that attack is really easy to dodge. You can get a couple of hits in. You can cut off his tail as well. But you won't really get anything for it. Look at my durability damage now currently. It's really, really low. So I want to be super careful now. Try to avoid the poison clouds. Gonna use a repair powder before he attacks me. Oh, he did the fire breath. That was not good at all. Come on, come down to me. There we go. And then we go in for a strike. Bait the hand attacks. And then get back. When he does the fire. Yeah, it might be a good idea to use the... Oh! I did not realize he could do that thing. I've never seen that before. Never seen that move before. That was pretty cool, right, guys? He did the backwards, like, super thing. That's cool. Ah, come on, jump. It's really hard to roll away from that thing, so you want to be running. But yeah. And if you get underneath him, that's really the best place to be. Because I don't think he has any body slams. So now he doesn't have much health left. Let's see if we can keep running. I guess not. Be careful when he will retaliate, by the way. He will retaliate. I was trying to heal there, but I pressed the wrong button. Come on, dragon. I love this boss fight. It's kind of cool. It's not as good as the ones in, I guess Calamite. But it's kind of cool. He has some easy animations though. So yeah, second attempt. Really cool boss fight. That's the last boss of this dungeon. Sin, the Slumbering Dragon, or this DLC, I guess. Let's go get our souls. And over there, ooh, glowing. We get the crown of the Sunken King. A faint heat lingers in the ancient crown. This one looks a bit different. Crown of the Sunken King, who once ruled this land. The king erected the eternal sanctum below the earth to worship the great dragon. But the towering bulwark crumbled with the city shortly after the dungeon's awakening. But these were events of long ago, and today no one even remembers the king's name. Pretty similar to the old Iron King, huh? No one remembers their name. Maybe Vendrick will be forgotten as well. We've had this whole forgotten, like the loss of memory thing going through the entire game. You also got the soul of Sin, the Slumbering Dragon. Where is it? Sir Alon. Sin, the Slumbering Dragon. Soul of Sin, the soul of Sin, the dragon, who sleeps in the lowermost depths of this land. The king erected a magnificent city, and the dragon slept soundly, until Sir Jorg disturbed it with a single great strike, and the dragon could bear its store of poison no longer. The reign of death toppled the city, but restored the dragon's purity. The wondrous soul of this dragon can be used to acquire numerous souls or to create something of great worth. So that's the spear that he got stabbed with by Sir Jorg was what made all the poison here, and possibly the poison in Black Gulch as well. And here we see a corpse with Jorg's ring. So this is Jorg. This is what happened to him. He wasn't devoured by the dragon. His ring. Jorg's ring sometimes deflects spells. Really nice ring, by the way. Ring of Sir Jorg, who sought the blood of a dragon and invaded Shulva, can deflect spells. When Sir Jorg faced Sin, the Slumbering Dragon, he drew blood with a flash of his steel, but Sin responded by spewing forth the poison that had long brewed within him, blanketing the city in a miasmic cloud. So we could probably use this thing. It will have a 50% chance, I believe, or something like that, to reflect spells. Really nice one, but it really has a high, I guess. It's not really dependable. It has high variability, and we could use the life ring, maybe. Yeah, let's stick with this setup here. It's been working for us so far. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this DLC. There is one more thing we need to do though, and I'll cut to that. We need to go talk to Vendrick once more, since we have the second crown of the kings. Well, the third one technically, since we have Vendrick's crown. Vendrick's clown. That's probably Jester Thomas. Well. So let's make our way to the undead crypt, and I will do as I did previously and cut to when I'm down at the memory of the king. See you guys then. So, one cannot reside within memory for long. Let's talk to Vendrick and see what he has to say to us now that we have the the crown of the Sunken King.
Seeker of fire, I see you've subdued another foul creature. One of the father of the abyss spawn. That confounded quintessence of humanity. The abyss once had form, but then dissipated. And yet, traces of its existence endured. Each fragment, thirsting for power, spread dark with no relent. My dear Chandra was one such fragment. A feeble, tiny thing that thirsted for power more than any other. Driven by insatiable lust for a worthy vessel. Fire came to be, and with it, disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, light and dark. Dark shadow is not cast, but born of fire. And the brighter the flame, the deeper the shadow. Inherit fire and harness the dark. Such is the calling of a true leader. Dark was seen as a curse. Shadow is such as...
Talked about the fragments of the dark soul there. The fragments of the dark. So we have defeated Soul of Alana, the Squalid Queen. Soul of Nadalia, Bride of Ash. These fragments of the dark soul. The remains of the daughters of the Father of the Abyss. His dear Chandra was such a fragment. The Queen is gone. The King is gone. In the next episode, we will go after the third and final crown. We're going to Elaeum Lois in the next episode, guys. Oh yes, that's going to be a lot of fun. And a lot of difficulty. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys then. Farewell.